Right, we're doing a live New Way Growth, me and Luke, and we're discussing Google My Business. And one of the things I think for me is that made us pick this subject today is I've come across a couple of businesses recently, or a few businesses recently that haven't set up my Google My Business, which is an absolute priority for any business, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And when they have set it up, they don't post to it. And it is well worth posting to it because as people find you, as people search for you on Google, as you appear, it helps with the ranking and helps you to get seen. So make it routine, even if it's just once a week, posting a photograph to it or posting an article or something to it as well. What are your thoughts, Luke?
Yeah, no, really important, mate. I think we touched on it about 6 months ago now. And since then, actually, Google themselves have pushed this a lot more. People have probably seen the adverts on TV with Anthony Joshua walking around his local, home place and going into local businesses. That is all to do with Google My Business and encouraging people to shop local and support local and leave reviews, which we'll come on to. But yeah, it's really important. And the most important thing about it is it's completely free. So there's no excuse why any business should not have it set up. Completely free to do.
No, yeah, absolutely. Again, because I mean, it's one of those things that I actually, the sad person that I am, I look forward to getting this email to show me and go through with me the impressions I've got, what people are searching for that I've appeared on with Google once Google My Business is set up. So I can actually have a look, start looking at the analytics and seeing how, what people are searching for.
Yeah.
I mean, one of those things is Adam Payne online business, I think it is, or something like that, which is totally unusual, and out of place. But I have researched and looked into it, so it's great for feedback and great for information.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let's go around the basics. So, I mean, before we've touched on this, hasn't it? So, what is Google My Business in essence? Do you want to kick off and start?
Basically, it's an online profile or listing on Google, like we say, completely for free, which allows your business to appear within local searches and searches, wider as well. Not necessarily local, but local more importantly. And it allows your business to have that presence and appear on things like Google Maps, Google Images, and have Google reviews, which again we'll touch on later on, which are really, really important. But yeah, it gives your business a profile in the local area to display what you do, what you're all about, and the information that people need basically to contact you and get in touch with your business if they are looking for businesses like you. And like I said, we'll get into the more specifics in terms of how it all works moving forward.
Yeah, in essence, it's just another way to be able to get seen. And as you say, it's quite simply, it's free. Get on, you just need to crack on and do it. Mm-hmm. So what about so we've got Google My Business, we've got Google Maps, because again, you've got the My Business side, but it's also this search functionality within the Google Maps as well, isn't it?
Yeah. So the way the profile works is it's all about your information first and foremost. So you include things like your company name, a company description, hours, website links, contact numbers, appointment links, your products and services, things like a call button, so connecting a contact number, and just having that on there and allowing businesses to find you locally. And then when somebody searches for example, a hairdresser's in your local area, if you're a hairdresser, Google will present to them all the available businesses in that category. Okay, so things like your service category, another aspect of it is really important to get done and get focused on, because like I said, that's the one that pulls your business up in those rankings, and having that connected to your business and the one that's most related to you is really, really important. And then that goes on to what you're saying, Adam, in terms of the map. So once you've got your profile set up in terms of all the information, Google's algorithm is going to pull you up. And then, like I said, when people search for businesses locally, your business is going to be listed on the maps. Now, one of the things that I get from a lot of clients we're worried about is, do I have to put my home address on there if I work from home? No, you don't. You don't at all. You don't have to put an address. No. There's an option to not put an address on there. And what you do instead, and which you'll do anyway, whether you actually register a physical address or not, is include your service areas. So for a business that operates in the United Kingdom wide, if they're based in Warwickshire, for example, you put that on there, but say that you operate in the United Kingdom wide. But a business that wants to focus, for example, on a small town or a small city, for example, just Coventry, for example, just put Coventry as your service area, and then you'll only appear, within those search results. So it's about setting your profile up to how your business operates, and then Google will then position you on the maps where relevant.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that I think we underestimate what Google My Business can actually do for you in these search categories. It really is. It is a powerful tool. And this is where, in posting to it, even if it's just once a week, in posting to it, just helps you to keep relevant because Google's watching it all the time. So yeah, absolutely. Spot on. So Google, the other one side of that is, sorry, go on, Luke. Go on.
All right, I was just going to add on there. So with the maps, like we said, people don't have to be searching for your business specifically. They can be searching for your business generally, and it will appear. But what's really important about it is, I'm sure everyone's used Google Maps that's watching this, is that directions button. So if you've got a physical location and you want somebody to come to your shop or your store or your office, having the address set up allows someone to, in one click, get directions to your premises and your brick and mortar location straight away. And that's really, really important. That's really the function of maps, isn't it? Ultimately, you're looking to get to a location. So for any business that's got that profile, that's number one, really. If you want to drive footfall to your location, just have that set up, because in one click, Google's going to show people how to get to you the quickest route possible. Just make sure you've got that set up.
Yeah, I mean, that's superb advice, really. Anybody from a high street point of view, anybody that's, any business, manufacturing business, any business, if you want that footfall within the local area, it's critical, because that's what people will do. I do it when I go on. Is I click directions and how far I'm away from it. How do I get there? Work apart. It's superb for that.
Yeah.
The other one for me on this one is the Google reviews, isn't it? And again, another powerful aspect of it. And I suppose in some respects of this is getting into that habit and having that process of asking for those Google reviews as well.
Yeah. Lots of businesses now have really integrated that within their email marketing, for example, and having a link on there after following up with the client, having that link that goes straight to your Google profile, for example, or your TripAdvisor profile, or whatever it is that you want someone to leave a review on, and sending them straight to that page. And with Google, you can do that. You can create a link that sends somebody straight to the page where they can review you, and then in a couple of seconds time, they can leave a review on Google for you. They don't have to have a Google email address to do this. I'm pretty certain on that. So, people can go on there and leave you a review really easily. And like I said, put it into an email when somebody's, just been into your business, or that you've had a great experience with you. You can follow that up and put it on there. The reviews as well, not just from a sort of an egotistical point of view in terms of making your business look great. Really, they're actually more important in terms of the algorithm and what it actually does. People now obviously shop online mainly due to social proof and reviews. People buy things based on how many reviews that they see, and the Google algorithm is sort of like that. It wants to show businesses to people that have received lots and lots of reviews and regular positive reviews, because Google's job ultimately is to show businesses to people, or any search results really, that are exactly what someone's looking for. So in the search engine, you type something in because you want the best version of whatever it is you're searching for, whether that's information, whether that's a product, whether that's a service. So what Google will do is it will take your profile, and if your profile's got lots of positive reviews on there and you're consistently getting them, it's more likely to show you to new customers, because that's what they want to do. They want to show the best to people. So having those on there isn't just for, look at us, we've got loads of 5-star reviews. Actually, it's going to help you rank higher within those maps as well. So it's really, really important.
Yeah. I am shocking at this. Notoriously shocking at this. Is I don't, because the majority of stuff is done through LinkedIn and one of the main platforms that we use on New Way Growth. But I've got to get into that process. I've got to get into that habit of getting those Google reviews for exactly that. You rank higher. Google Images then. I do post an image probably once every week. I do post articles very regularly, probably 3 or 4 times a week. But images are especially good for seeing again, for seeing what you're about, what you're doing, and also ranking. I'm just looking up. It's stumped there because Lee's just put on a comment. But you carry on, Luke. I was going to read Lee.
No worries. That's fine. So the images are really important. Starting at a basic level, you want to attach things like a logo to your profile. Instantly make sure that people know what your business is, the logo for your business, and your branding on there. That's really, really important. Some businesses will have photos of the services, and obviously products as well. Product-based businesses, getting the products on there within a section, the product section of the profile, and showcasing those instantly to people can really catch the attention within the Google search results. So having that on there is really, really important. Another thing which sort of goes under the radar a little bit is having a photo of your premises on there. Me and you have touched on this before, Adam. I had a client who over in Nottingham who had a barber shop, and his Google Maps, when people go around and you see these machines with a camera on taking picture of the street view, his hadn't updated for the last 5 years. So actually, where he was now, the shop front on Google and on Google Maps was completely different to his branding. So what he's done is attached a photo now of his new shop front, so people know when they look on his profile and think, I can't see that shop on Google Maps anymore, they actually know what shop front they're looking for and update it. So just having something like that on there can be really important. But again, you should probably check that as a business, what actually is on Google for you in terms of the maps, and get that done. And the final thing really on the images, obviously we want to do all the things to do with naming images and things like that just to optimize the SEO. But again, people sometimes don't put a picture of the team on there and their team of employees. And that really sometimes can be the difference between somebody using your business and not having that personal feel on there. So there is a section for that on Google My Business. And like I said, service-based businesses particularly, that is a really, really important one to get on there if you can get some photos of your team on there, because that can entice potential customers as well.
Yeah, I got you. That relevant images and new images. I can't stress that enough, because I've been, when we've been looking at businesses before, we've done the audit on the Google My Business for them, and the actual photograph has looked like the shop has shut down, and it's complete an old photograph.
Yeah, and people would know that. Yeah, they wouldn't know that was the case. Unless you check that, you wouldn't know. But it is the case, and we don't know when the Google camera is going to be going around updating the street views. Some locations probably haven't been done for years and years. So just make sure that you've got a picture of your shop front on there if you are a physical brick and mortar premises on there, and make sure people know exactly where they're going. Yeah,
and the other one on this one is, as Luke was saying, is that don't just upload a photograph that's just a load of numbers. That's the code from the photograph. Put in the relevant keyword for it, so the alt tag for it, because again, it helps with the SEO side.
Absolutely,
and in search engine marketing as well. From that side. Anything else around this?
Well, something that people don't really know, Adam, and it's not really widely publicized. This is going on to sort of paid advertising now, but Google My Business is involved in that. And Google search adverts, again, appearing at the top of Google search results are quite massive now. And I'm working with a lot of clients at the minute doing exactly that, getting to the top of Google search results and advertising their business for certain keywords. But what you can actually do is you can attach these adverts to your Google My Business profile and actually advertise at the top of Google Maps. Now, this is something that we really are underusing, if I'm honest, a lot of businesses, because you can be advertising at the top of Google Maps and appear to a lot of consumers as being the highest ranking business in your local area. If not a lot of your local competitors are doing this and you target a specific location, it can be a really cost-effective way of getting to the top of results, getting the attention of new customers and driving them to your website or your physical premises using Google search adverts. But a lot of people don't realize that you can attach your Google My Business profile and create what's called a location extension to your Google adverts and appear on the maps. So again, the modern consumer, a lot of people think just because you're appearing at the top of the results, you're the best business. Not always the case, because there is advertising space there that some people miss out on and don't realize that is there. But if your business can take advantage of that and appear at the top with the adverts, then why not take advantage of it?
Yeah, absolutely. And Mr. Cox has just added here is because Simon from Poppy Design Studio has had a great virtual tour done, fantastic virtual tour done of the studio, and he's now adding that into his Google My Business page.
Absolutely,
superb, because it gives a fantastic view of the business as a whole. The suggestion, right, because I've seen this within manufacturing, is the virtual tours of manufacturing, and adding them in, because you can add video again within Google My Business, adding video, so even if you're doing how-tos on YouTube or showing our product, I'm talking manufacturing, showing how our product works, showing what process you do, showing your business, all helps with promoting and getting your business seen and out there. Something that me and Coxie were talking about last night on a different life. Anything else you think to add? For me, it's just an absolute priority, an absolute must to get it done, and just not forget about it. Just have it in there to put it in and just keep on top of it.
The last thing is, Adam, obviously the posting, which we haven't talked about and we've sort of touched on with the images. You can update your images regularly, which again we would suggest to do, but posts as well. within any Google My Business profile, there is an option to post. And we just say to clients, use this as sort of a different social media, right? Post once a week, twice a week. Don't go absolutely crazy on it, but just keep yourself in the algorithm and just let Google know that you are using this Google My Business profile and you want to stay in their thoughts within the algorithm. Things like updates, a lot of businesses have changed over the last 12 months. And if you're starting to open your shops, if you're a hospitality venue now that is in the next week or so, thank God, opening indoors and people can start coming in, you can post a COVID update on there, or you can post an update about your business to Google My Business. So when somebody sees your business and finds you on Google, they instantly know what the current situation is with your business, and you can fill them in with great detail. And you can then, from that post, send them to a page to go and book a table, a reservation, a consultation, whatever it is that your business offers, you can go and send them to a page to do that. So the posting tool can be really, really important. Now, it's worth noting that these expire after 7 days. So the posts, again, if it's an update that's new and frequent, make sure you're going back every couple of weeks and putting that back on there and refreshing that. But yeah, the posting side of things is something, again, which is underlooked by a lot of people, but can be really, really useful.
Yeah, very much so, very much so. So that's it. Just a very quick overview, and it was just sparked from some of the stuff that we've seen recently, and just to give people a heads up around what can be done with Google My Business, because it is a priority to get it sorted. As you know, Google is bloody powerful. So yeah, just keep on top of it, keep it refreshed, set it up if you haven't, and do everything that we've been saying on here. So that's it for the New Way Growth team. One old one, one young one.
The new way.
Yeah, the new way. One old one, one new one. Luke's the old one, by the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, great. And we shall do another one probably next week. Thank you very much.